So in this problem, the function of h is given by h of x equals secant times a of x plus f of x. So I'm going to find the h prime of 0 and h double prime of 0 in terms of a when a is a constant. And up here, f of 0 equals 2, f prime of 0 equals 4, and f double prime of 0 equals 3. So first, to find h prime of 0, we have to find the derivative of this problem. So h prime of x equals secant, the derivative of secant equals secant times tangent and using the chain rule, I know that this a is multiplied to it at the end, or I'm going to put it at the beginning, and the derivative of f of x equals f prime of x. So now we have to set x equal to 0 to find h prime of 0. So in this, we know that a times 0 tangent a times 0 plus f prime of 0. So secant in this case, well, secant of 0, because the a is cancelled out because it's multiplied by 0, equals 1. So a times 1. And tangent of 0 equals 0. And then f prime of 0 equals 4, so plus 4. So h prime of 0 equals, all of this is cancelled out because it's multiplied by 0, so h prime of 0 equals 4. And now to find the second h double prime of 0, we have to find the second derivative of the original equation, so we can just find the derivative of this equation right here. So this is the product rule because these two are multiplied. So the first times the derivative of the second, and tangent is secant squared. So and then using the chain rule, the a is multiplied by it, plus the second term, it's a tangent, times the derivative of the first. So a times secant a of x times tangent of a of x. And then using the chain rule, you multiply it by a, so I'll just make this a squared plus f double prime of 0. So now we set x equal to 0. So this is going to be 0, so secant of 0 equals 1. So a times 1 times, this is going to be 1 again, so 1 squared is still 1, so times a times 1 plus tangent of a of x, which that's going to be 0, and tangent of 0 equals 1, times a squared times secant, so secant of 0 equals 0, secant of, okay, this is tangent of 0 equals 0, and secant of 0 equals 1, so a squared times 1 times tangent of 0 equals 0 plus f prime of 0, which is double prime of 0, which equals 3. H double prime of 0 equals a times 1 times a times 1, which equals a squared, plus 0 times all of this, which is just going to equal 0, plus 3. So that is my answer to that.